Hello everyone, sorry if I look a bit out of state. I've once again just been out in the rain before making this video, which I don't seem to ever learn isn't the best idea. So this week we're talking about our indie makeup favourites. I think some people have done a sort of top 5, but I can't decide like that, so I thought I'd just witter on a bit about some of my favourites. And Digby wants to say hello. He's all muddy and gross. Get down. Good boy. Yeah. I'm not going to be doing any swatches, or well, I might, but they probably won't be very good because the lighting in here is pretty terrible and I'm not very good at swatching on camera anyway, but I'll be linking to any sort of reviews or swatch posts that I've done on my blog, and but if you Google there's bound to be a lot of really good swatch pictures around. So I'm going to start. The first of my favourites is Fiorine, or Fiorine, I'm never going to be able to pronounce it right. I actually have only made one order from them ever because, and that was about a year or two ago, because if you know me, I'm a complete lip product obsessive. I just made a weird duck noise. I'm a real lip product obsessive even. And you know, I love eyeshadows and things, but I tend not to order from companies where they only have eyeshadows or sort of powdery products, because I want my lips as well. And Fiorine used to have these lip lusters. This one is called Type A and it's a gorgeous kind of coppery red colour. And I love these little things. They're kind of like a liquid lipstick. They're kind of a bit like a gloss in that they're runny, but they stay really well and they're opaque and they don't feel sticky. And these have been gone for probably about a year now, and I don't know if they're ever coming back or if they've been discontinued. I've asked a couple of times, but I don't know. No response, sadly. They also make amazing eyeshadows. Some of the most beautiful I've ever seen. I'm not going to swatch because I'm terrible, but here's just a couple I have. These ones are their Arcane Magic potions. Oh wait, no, Arcane Magic eyeshadows. This one is called Love Potion, and these are, they're kind of a duochrome, but it's even more amazing. They kind of change colour and vibrancy depending on how close to the light you are. It's really special and beautiful, and they've got tons of great colours and they're quite cheap. I think these little pots, which are sort of like sample pots, are about $2 and you get a nice amount of product. And also they sell Pixie Epoxy, which I'm sure other people will have talked about in their videos, which is amazing stuff. Next, I'm not sure if this even counts as an indie company, but I think it would. I mean, it's not a big company. Is Sugarpill. Okay, Sugarpill came out sometime last year, I think, and it's sort of a big indie company, if that makes sense. I mean, lots of indie companies are sort of run by people in, you know, either in their own house or they have a little special space to do it, but it's all kind of a 1 or 2 man operation. Whereas Sugarpill is kind of, it's gone industrial. There's like a factory that makes it, and the owner, Amy, doesn't literally make the products herself like in most indie companies. She designs them and then they get done. So, but I think it still counts as indie because it's small and independent. Sugarpill, at the moment they sell pressed eyeshadows, loose eyeshadows and false eyelashes, and hopefully I think they're coming out with more exciting stuff at some point, but I don't know when. Don't quote me on that. And here's one of the eyeshadow palettes, which I love. These things are so pigmented and they're just great. Some of the best pressed eyeshadows I've ever used. Really pigmented and smooth. The dog's back. What are you doing? And I basically love them. The packaging is just so detailed and pretty and great. They also sell loose eyeshadows, which are like this. And these are all kind of the really sparkly multi-dimensional shades, whereas the pressed are, some of them are kind of shimmery, but they're mainly just kind of a block of colour, whereas this one's called Darling, and it's kind of green with turquoise and blue sparkles or something. The light in here is terrible. Morgana Cryptoria, which used to be called Morgana Minerals, and if you've heard of her, you've probably heard of her lipsticks, which are one of my favourite things. Here's one. This one's one of my favourites, called Valentine. It's called sort of a multi-dimensional sparkly pink colour. It's very lovely. Morgana also sells eyeshadows, which I have some of, and they're good and everything. It's just, as I said before, I don't tend to kind of be drawn to eyeshadows as much, so I probably won't feature that many in today's video. But Morgana, I'm not actually sure if you could still get these anymore, if she discontinued them. But she used to sell glitters, and I don't know if you'll be able to see how pretty they are, but it's like an amazing mix of glitter. This one's called Rainbow Sea Serpent, and it's kind of green with lighter green and gold and red, and it's beautiful. And then this one's Twinkling Teal, and it's a teal colour with gold and pink and turquoise. It's beautiful. Hi-Fi Cosmetics now. I know some people recently have been having lots of problems with wait times on Hi-Fi, and I can't comment on that because I've ordered a few times, but it was a long time ago. It's probably a year ago. See, a lot of these I haven't ordered from for ages. At that time I live in the UK, and my order got to me well within a month, which is really fine, adequate, normal time for a place from America. It probably got to me in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I can't comment on those problems. What I liked about Hi-Fi, I'm not sure they still do all of these things anymore, because I've looked on their Artfire and I'm not sure I can find it, but they used to do a really wide range of products. They had eyeshadows and powder blushes and lip glosses, and then they also had these amazing glitter gels that I don't have any of them around, that were kind of like, they were just basically glitter in a clear gel, but they dried really quickly, and they were almost opaque in like how full of glitter they were. And then there were things like these, which were glimmer gels, and if you see, this is kind of like a clear gel with a very strong sheen of kind of pinky orangey colour. This one's called Superstar. And they also sold gel blushes and I don't know, a few other bits like that, like glittery powders. They used to do a really wide range, and I think now they might be down to sort of the eyeshadows, the glitters and the lip glosses, but I'm not sure. They sell some amazing colours. I won't swatch again, but they had this Labyrinth collection, which I loved, and has some of the most beautiful duochrome shades. And then they sell some really bright neon colours. Let's see if I can find one in a little box. Like Live Large, which is a sort of fantastic bright, oh careful, bright fuchsia. So yeah, them's good. Next, one of my other favourites is High Voltage Cosmetics. I can't really give an overview because I haven't really tried that many of her products. I got some eyeshadow samples with my last order, but I promptly lost them, and so I've never tried any of her eyeshadows. And I did have one blush, but I didn't really get on with it, not because the product was bad, but the colour just didn't suit me. If they do make one of my products I use every day, which is an eyebrow powder in Redhead, which I'm wearing here, as usual. And it's basically, you know, a pot of auburn powder, but it's really good. It's I've never got any fallout from it, which is great because you don't want to get eyebrow powder in your eyes or down your face. It's the perfect colour to go with my dyed ginger hair. You can put in a small amount and get quite pale eyebrows, which I've done today, or you can really layer it up and get a proper auburn eyebrow. It's just really good stuff. And it only takes a tiny amount to do my eyebrows, so it'll last me forever, even though my cat spilled it everywhere. And they sell amazing lip products. The two that I like best are lip whips, which are kind of similar to an OCC lip tar. This is, I'm not sure how the packaging is, because when I first ordered it was like this, which I like. It's just a squeezy tube, and then it changed to this, which is like a lip gloss tube, a standard lip gloss tube, and now I think they're going back to this, but I'm not sure. And they sell, there are probably about 100 colours of this lip whip, and they're amazing, and you can mix them like the lip tars, and they're thick and opaque and beautiful. And then also, probably my favourite lip product ever, dropping things, they're lip candies, which are sort of like a pot, or I think they've actually turned into like a little tube now, of creamy, beautiful lipstick. This one is Just a Girl, and it's an amazing sort of lilac purple. This one is Ultraviolet, and it's a kind of deeper purple. See, I seem to have a lot of purples. This one's called Beth, and it's a beautiful sky blue. And to me, they're really like MAC amplified cream lipsticks. They're incredibly opaque, and they feel smooth and not drying at all, and they last for ages, and I love them. Them and MAC amplified creams are my favourite lip products ever, and these are better because they're cheaper and they come in exciting colours like blue. Then Evil Shades. Now Evil Shades I would sort of think of as a really good all-rounder. There are some places, like for me, High Voltage and Morgana I love for their lipsticks, and then there are other places I love for their eyeshadows. But then with Evil Shades it's more kind of an all-round good. they sell a lot of different things. They used to sell sometimes they sell perfumes, sometimes they sell nail varnishes. They used to sell this amazing cuticle cream, which is just, I have a pot of it and I use it religiously, and I'm dreading it running out because it's amazing and it smells just like a toffee bar. And they also sell lipsticks and lip glosses and eye primer and eyeshadows and blushes, and they've come out with these new things called Spectrum Pots, which are kind of like a coloured base for eyeshadow. And they have everything, basically. And my favourite thing of theirs is the blushes. Now, I only have samples of all of these, but what I tend to do with indie companies is I'll go and I'll buy a load of samples, and then I'll check what I like, and then I'll go back for full sizes. So at the moment I've only got samples, but I'll be going back for bigger ones. The samples come in little pots like this. This one is amazing. Yes, this is a blush. It's called Twisted, and it's kind of amazing cobalt blue with pink shimmer. The great thing about their blushes is that they mostly have a kind of amazing duochrome effect, which I'm usually a fan of a kind of matte face. I'm not that keen on shimmer, but when it's a shimmer of a different colour, like now you're talking. There's they've got all sorts of colours, pinks, lots of different pinks, lots of flattering normal blush colours, but then there's ones like this, Atomic, which is a bright orange with a kind of pinky purpley sheen, and it's amazing. Finally, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Venomous Cosmetics. I couldn't call them one of my favourites because I literally only got a parcel from them today, so I haven't really had long to try them out. I'm wearing all of them today, and I've just been getting on really well with the products, and especially their lip poisons, which they come in the same little thing as the lip lusters used to, and these are sort of amazing opaque kind. Just drop that, nice. They're like an opaque kind of liquid, and they remind me of, they're not like they're kind of a bit like a liquid lipstick. They're not a gloss, but they're shiny, and they stay on really well. They're a tiny bit sticky, but not that terrible, and I really like them. And they also, this company make little tiny pressed samples, and that's just so adorable. Look at them in there. So anyway, that's a little bit about some of my favourite indie brands. I'll be linking to everyone I mentioned, sorry I'm just rustling a bit. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.